Hi everyone, this is Warren from the Rhapsody Piano Studio. I want to welcome you to today's lesson. We're going to be learning 50 ways to leave your lover on piano. And this is going to be for easy piano. And this is by Paul Simon. Okay, a couple things before we start. Make sure you hit up the cards and the video description as well for links to the sheet music and the tutorial. Sheet music is important because, you know, you need sheet music to play. It's really not that hard to figure out how to learn. I have a lot of live streams and videos covering that as well. And also the tutorial. If you understand the stuff that I'm teaching you in all these lessons, hope you've been following me for a while, that's one way to test out the concepts that you're learning in these lessons. So the lessons are more like the instructional stuff to show you step by step what to do when you're practicing, and the tutorials will be giving you a good idea as to, you know, to see if you're actually understanding the stuff that I'm teaching you here. Okay, so don't be afraid to try it out. As soon as you're done with this lesson, check out the tutorial and see if you can remember all these things that I'm trying to show you here. And also remember that these skills you need to develop over a period of time. So it's not going to be one and done. So just be patient, work on these skills daily, and you know you'll be pretty surprised, and you'll find you'll be able to learn these songs on your own just with my tutorials, not even with any of my lessons. But you know, if these lessons help you out, then I'm happy to do so. I'm gonna be continuing to put these lessons out anyway. So okay, last thing before we get started, make sure you hit that subscribe button if you're not a subscriber already. And if you want to catch these videos when they go live, hit that notification bell as well. And make sure you are keeping up to date with my daily piano tutorials. I do requests too, so if you have one, leave it in the comment section. Okay, 50 ways to leave your lover. Let me show you how to practice this. Okay, so that's the basic introduction, and I did take it with the repeat. It's kind of cool to just go through these harmonic changes, and the good thing about this sheet music is that it shows you the different harmonies as well. So it might be a little bit advanced because this is easy piano, but if you know what I'm talking about, then all the better for you. Okay, so let me just show you the right hand, and I'm going to take it with the repeat since it's so short anyway. So here's the right hand. And just simply see if you can follow along with me. Ready, go. All right, now here's the left hand. We're going to try that together. Ready, go. All right, now back to both hands. Okay, we're gonna try it together. Ready, go. Okay, so a couple of instructions, step-by-step stuff we need to talk about before we continue on with these lessons to really help you get the most out of this video and out of these practice sessions. I want to start with repetitions. With repetitions, you don't need to actually do it that many times consecutively. So if you just try it 2 or 3 times, and sometimes that's enough, okay? You don't need to get it perfect, and you don't need to do it perfectly 10 times in a row, because the second idea I'm going to throw out here is spacing it out. And if you combine the repetitions, we just call it spaced repetitions. So you wait a little bit of time before you try it again. It's like if you want to do, let's say you're trying to do push-ups, so you can only do 3, okay? That's pretty weak, but if you only do 3, right? And then let's say you want to do 3 again. Instead of doing it right away, you're going to wait a sufficient amount of time until your muscles are strong again, and then try it one more time, and then you can bust out those 3 repetitions. So it's kind of the same idea here. When it's easier, you can wait longer and longer in between. Sometimes you get to the point where you can wait a day, a few days, or even like a week in between playing this song. You should try it out, okay? All right, now we're gonna keep going. Other thing we're doing here too is we're just doing a few parts at a time, like one section at a time. We call that small chunking. So make sure you divide it appropriately, and then going back and doing separate hands together. And I am purposely playing it for you with both hands right now, so you can listen ahead a little bit. Because it's the whole thing with this whole spacing concept. Because actually, when I play for you, even though you're not consciously working on it, your brain is still trying to figure it out. So in the background, it's like a computer. It's processing what it just heard while you are practicing something else at the same time. It's pretty cool stuff, okay? So if you don't understand why like I'm playing for you and then going back and practicing it and playing again, that's the whole idea behind that. Just observation is the same, is just as important as actual practice. All right, here's the right hand. Try that together. Ready, go. Okay, now back to left hand. Try that together. Ready, go. Back to both hands. All right, moving on. Okay, we're gonna go back to that right hand. Try it together. Ready, go. Left hand. Ready, go. Okay, back to both hands. Alright, now we're going to go back and put the section together. However, I'm actually going to continue on, give you the next 2 measures. If you look at, she said it's really not my habit. I mean, you can hear that that's the beginning of the next section. So actually, to be kind of a weird place to, I would just do the next 4 measures instead of these 2 measures. The only reason I'm doing it right now is because I don't want to deal with the page turns, okay? All right, so next 2 measures. Okay, right hand. Left hand. It's kind of the same thing here too. So another tip is when you find stuff that is, sections that are a complete repetition, then you can just go ahead and skip it. Okay. Now we're gonna go back and put everything together from the very beginning. I'm going to play it right hand, left hand, hands together. Try it with me at the same time if you can. And I'm gonna take that repeat in the beginning. All right. Right hand, ready, go. left hand. Ready, go. Right, back to both hands. Ready, go. Okay, moving on to the next page. And also remember, keep in mind that I give you the two measures before here. So what is it? If you really wanted to continue to the next section, and I recommend you do so at home, just because, you know, just the purpose of this live stream, I don't want to interrupt the flow of it. But if you're practicing at home, I'll take those two measures before. She said it's really not my habit to intrude. Furthermore, I hope my meaning won't be lost or misconstrued. So that's actually where you want to stop that, okay? Alright, anyway, we're going to keep it going. So as you can hear, that's clearly like the middle of that, that beginning, okay? Okay, so went to that bottom of the page right there. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about 6 measures. And another thing too, you always want to be connecting at least one note into the next section, so you can connect it. It's very important, because if you don't do that, you actually have to go back and practice connecting it again. Okay, you're gonna waste your time. It's the right hand. You know what I'm gonna do? Let me give you the last two measures. Okay, so I'd rather just give you this entire page, because it's like those two measures. It's kind of like a transition. Might as well throw it in there. Okay, here's the right hand. Okay, left hand. Alright, we gotta do that together actually. Alright, right hand. Ready, go. Okay. Okay, left hand. Okay, do that together. Ready, go. Back to both hands. Ready. Well, let me play first. Okay. I cannot remember if we did that together, so let's do it one more time. Jeez. All right, ready, go. here's the next part. Okay, so I'm actually just gonna give you the whole page here. It's a bit longer sections, but if you're practicing at home, I'll just do, let me see here. Just flip out the back jack, make a new plan stand. You don't need to be coy, Roy. Just get yourself free. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's weird. About like 7 measures is how I would divide this part, okay? Yeah, let's do that. Let's just go up to hop. Hop on the bus, okay? So I'm gonna do that one more time. Instead of doing the whole page, just gonna make it easier for you guys. Yeah, that's a good place to stop. Now, I don't know if you noticed this, but if you were listening carefully to the rhythm, did you guys hear anything that's a bit different? Give yourself some time. It's actually on the page. I bring that up because sometimes, you know, we're not, it's just there's so much information out there that we don't really carefully look at the music that we're practicing. So this part is in double time, so this is right up there. So each half note is now going to become a quarter note beat. Okay, so if we were doing this before, just twice as fast. Okay, all right. Now here's right hand, back jack onto hop. Little tip with these, it's kind of fast, right? So with the repeated notes, and we're doing like chords too, make sure your wrist is as loose as possible. There's always going to be a certain amount of tension, okay? Don't believe people when they say you have to be completely free of tension. That's ridiculous. You need tension to actually play. But it shouldn't be super tight, okay? It's like dribbling a basketball. In fact, I'll give you a little bit, a little easy exercise you can do at home if you want to practice this. Just go slow. Using your wrist, this, and just go faster and faster. Okay? Alright, here's right hand strap together. Ready, go. Back, jack. Okay, left hand. This is basically fifths from here. Sounds kind of epic when you do it that way. That's it. Okay, back to both hands. Okay, let's try it together. Ready, go. Next 4 measures. Oh, that's kind of tricky. Okay, it's a lot of cool rhythmic things going on here. That's gonna take some practice. So you don't need to discuss. Just slow it down for you guys. Make sure you get that rhythm there. Much. It's like in between those half notes. Much. Alright? And then just drop off. Just drop off. So you might want to take each one of these measures and practice them individually if you want. Okay, hop on the bus. Let me play for you one more time. Okay, that's pretty tricky stuff. Make sure you practice it slow enough, and don't worry if you can't do it fast. Alright, here's the right hand. It's even harder when you do hand separate actually, which is why it could be a good challenge. Sometimes it's easier, sometimes actually more difficult, but it's a way to really practice your rhythm. If your rhythm is excellent, then you're going to be able to do the right hand here, no problem, okay? Hop on the bus to try it together. Ready, go. Okay, Hope you guys did okay with that. Left hand, I'm not gonna do it because it's just those fifths. G, B flat, F. Same pattern, okay? Now back to both hands. Okay, we're gonna go back to the top of the page. Right hand and left hand, hands together. Okay, ready, go. Okay, let's try it together. Ready, go. Left hand, we really don't need to practice. Let's just review those different positions you're going to do. Here, here, here. That's it. Okay. Both hands. Both hands. We play one time. Okay. Together now. Ready, go. We're gonna go back one page. We're gonna put these two pages together. It's cool because you can practice transitioning into that double time, okay? So I'll play for you one time and then we'll try it together. You guys did okay with that? Let's try it together now. Ready, go. Okay, going on to the last page here. I think it'll pretty much just be more of the same stuff. However, sorry, 1 second. Yeah. However, we'll just review it anyway. So, so why did it take me so long to say that? Okay. We're gonna finish off this last section here. So if you want to take that repeat, let me give you that repeat. That's basically it. Slip out, and then back to. Anyway, so let me just give you this first ending, and then we'll move on to the rest of the song. So if you want to take that repeat, go ahead. Okay. Try it together. Ready? Let's do a little slower. Ready? Go. Back to that beginning of this section if you want. We're gonna keep going from free. And then back to regular tempo, okay? So let me just give you those two measures. A few measures. That's it, just, okay? Now if you take it without that repeat, this is what it sounds like. Keep continuing on. Okay, from she said it grieves me so to see you in such pain. Okay, so let's stop right there. Right hand. I mean, it's the same thing here anyway, like it's the beginning, but you know, might as well practice it. I'm kind of having fun with this. Together, ready, go. ready, go. Keep it going. Did that wrong? Okay, now right there it says DS al coda, take the first repeat. So when you get to this point, you're gonna go back to where is that? DS al coda. Ah, there we go. So it's back to the second page where it says she said why don't we both just sleep on it tonight, okay? So that's where you take it back to. There's a little snake looking sign there. So that's whenever you see a DS, you're gonna look for that S. I think segno. I think that's it's Italian for either a sign or symbol. So that's the reason why it says DS, okay? And then you're gonna take it back to where it says coda. If you look at the second to last page and get yourself free, right there it says to coda. So there's that little sign towards the end, little circle compass looking thing, okay? I don't know where these came from, so don't ask me. Alright, now, okay, so just with that explanation out of the way, back to I said I appreciate that. And back to that second page if you want. Try it together. Let's go a little bit slower. Those repeated notes, the 16ths are actually quite difficult. So same exercise I was telling you before. So you can kind of find out what your max speed is and then just work on that, okay? Ready, go. Okay, and left hand. Okay, let's try it together. Ready, go. Okay, back to both hands. Together, ready, go. Okay, let's go back, put the section together from she said it grieves me so to see you in such pain. Okay, now I'm about to wrap this lesson up. Please make sure to stick to the end. So let me give you a recap and also some tips on how, more tips on how to practice this. But if you've enjoyed this video and it's helped you learn this song, please give me a like. Helps me out a lot. And if you know anyone who wants to learn this on piano, I would appreciate it if you share this video with them as well. Sharing is caring. Okay, let's go back. Here's just the right hand. Okay, left hand. And back to both hands. Okay, now I'm going to go back and show you what it sounds like if you go straight to the coda. So you look at the page before, it says Keely 3. That's it. Okay, so the coda is a very simple thing to practice because it's just this. Okay, so yeah, I can't do that page thing, but if I took it a bit before, you don't need to discuss much from that double time section. you're practicing with that coda section. Okay, so I would recommend if you're practicing this, practice each sections separately and going into those page turns too. Ignore page turns for this video because, like I was mentioning, it's just because I don't want to keep turning pages and ruining the flow for the 10th time I think I've said that today. Practice those sections, and also be clear if you're going to be taking repeats on this too. All right, and because you think of this, there's a lot of different ways to practice this. Because are you gonna take all the repeats? You have to keep that in mind too. Because if you do, it's gonna be an entirely very long song. So, with stuff like these types of pop songs and whatnot, it's okay to kind of abridge them, make them a little bit shorter than what you're used to. And frequently, when I have students play songs like this for a recital, I kind of make them do it because it's just too long. It's a bit too repetitive. So, and if you do that, it's just I've done that before. These recitals are so long. I love piano, but it gets kind of boring, to be honest. So, make sure you're thinking about if you're going to play everything, every single section with all the repeats, and then you kind of have to practice it that way as a performance. Easy way to practice that is just to use my tutorial. So if you're practicing for a performance, put those headphones on, turn on the tutorial, and if you can follow me from beginning to end, then you are set. You are good, okay? And if you can't, it'll show you where you need to practice a bit more. Also realize that when you're doing longer sections, if your concentration's not there, you're going to have to build it up, okay? So if you do 2 pages, that's kind of your max, all right? Then you can try to go for like 4 pages, and you get comfortable with that. Then eventually you'll do the whole song, okay? And also just to recap from the beginning, make sure you practice in small sections, connect them to bigger sections, simplify it, hands separate and all that stuff, right hand, left hand, hands together, lots of different combinations. Repetitions consecutively don't matter as much. And then number 5, you want to space them out. There's a lot of stuff here. I recommend you write it down if you can't remember everything I'm showing you here. Make notes for whatever you want. So, yeah. Okay. That's it for today's lesson. I hope you guys enjoyed that. If you haven't done so, make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you share that video. And also, if you have any questions or requests or feedback, we'd love to hear from you guys. Let me know in the comment section below. All right. See you guys next time. Happy practicing.